Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about our last topic, trigonometric equations. See children, equations involving trigonometric functions in variable x is known as trigonometric equation. For example, sin x plus 2y equal to 0, sin x minus cos x equal to 0 and so on. So any equation involving trigonometric functions in variable x is known as trigonometric equations. So in this session we are going to discuss how to find the solutions of these type of trigonometric equations. Listen, there are two types of solutions. One is principal solution and second one is general solution. Okay, principal solution as well as general solution. We already learned the value of sin x and the value of cos x repeats after 2 pi interval of period, that is sin 2 pi plus x equal to sin x. This is the meaning of sin repeats after 2 pi interval, or sin 4 pi plus x gives sin x. So here two rotations are completed, 4 pi. Sin 6 pi plus x equal to sin x and so on. So similarly for the function cos x also, that is sin x and cos x repeats after an interval of 2 pi period. And similarly tan ratio repeats after pi interval of period. Tan pi plus x equal to tan x, tan 2 pi plus x, tan 3 pi plus x, etc. are equal to the same tan x. So the values of the variable x lies in between the interval 0 less than or equal to x strictly less than 2 pi. Then the values of x are known as principal solutions. Okay, so principal solution of a trigonometric equation is the values of x lies in between 0 and 2 pi, including 0 and excluding 2 pi. Now what about general solution? General solution means any expression involving the integer n. Okay, any expression involving the integer n is known as general solution. Okay children, so you have to thorough with these two terms, principal solution and general solution. While doing the examples, you will familiar these two terms, principal and general solution, and how to find the solutions by using formulae. Okay. Now listen, suppose we have a trigonometric equation in the form sin x equal to sin y. Then the general solution is obtained by x equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n y, where n is an integer. Okay, so any trigonometric equation in the form sin x equal to sin y, then we can find the general solution by using the result x equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n y. Now second one, if a trigonometric equation in the form cos x equal to cos y. Okay, cos x equal to cos y, then the general solution is obtained by 2n pi plus or minus y, where n is an integer. Okay, cos x equal to cos y form of trigonometric equation, and its general solutions are obtained by x equal to 2n pi plus or minus y. Now the third equation in the form tan x equal to tan y. Suppose we have an equation in the form tan x equal to tan y, then the general solutions are obtained by, listen, x equal to n pi plus y, where n is an integer. So you have to by heart all the three results. when a trigonometry equation in the form sin x equal to sin y, cos x equal to cos y and tan x equal to tan y. Listen children, when we put n equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on, -1, -2, -3 and so on, we get the principal solution and select the solutions in between 0 less than or equal to x less than 2 pi. This is the method of finding general solution as well as principal solution. Okay, let's see some examples, then you can easily understand the concept of finding general solutions and principal solutions of any given trigonometric equations. Okay, let's see this example. Suppose we have a trigonometry equation cos x equal to 1 by 2. Listen, left side is cos ratio. So right side we need to convert in terms of cos. Listen, 1 by 2 means cos 60. So this can be written as cos x equal to cos 60. 60 means pi by 3. Okay. So it is of the form cos x equal to cos y, isn't it? Cos x equal to cos y. Here y is equal to pi by 3. So we converted the given equation in cos x equal to cos pi by 3 form. So any equation in the form cos x equal to cos y, then the general solution is obtained by 2n pi plus or minus y. So general solution of this equation is x equal to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3. So this is the general solution of the equation cos x equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Next one. Suppose we have a trigonometry equation sin x equal to negative root 3 by 2. So it is a sine function. So we have to convert right side in terms of sine. So listen children, sin x equal to negative root 3 by 2 means sin 60. Sin 60 means sin pi by 3. So negative root 3 by 2 is same as negative sin pi by 3. Now we want to avoid this negative sign. So use the result negative sin x equal to sin pi plus x. By heart all the formulae. Sin pi plus x equal to negative sin x. So what is negative sin pi by 3? It is sin pi plus pi by 3. Now what is pi plus pi by 3? Pi plus pi by 3 is sin 4 pi by 3. So sin x equal to sin 4 pi by 3. Listen children, only 4 pi by 3 is the value for x when sin x gives negative root 3 by 2. Okay, now the equation in the form sin x equal to sin y. Any equation in the form sin x equal to sin y, then the general solution is obtained by x equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into y. Just to compare these two equations, here y is 4 pi by 3. So replace y equal to 4 pi by 3 in this general solution. So general solution is x equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n y. Y is 4 pi by 3. Okay. So this is the general solution of the trigonometry equation sin x equal to negative root 3 by 2. Let's see some exercise question. Exercise 3.4. Question number 3. Cot x equal to negative root 3. Listen, the given equation, trigonometry equation is in terms of cot. So the first step is convert cot ratio into tan ratio. So tan x equal to negative 1 by root 3. Okay. So left side is tan ratio. We have to convert negative 1 by root 3 as tan. So listen, this is negative tan 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 is 30. That is pi by 6. Okay. Okay, tan negative pi by 6 is same as negative 1 by root 3. Here we want to apply the result. By heart the result. Negative tan x is equal to tan pi minus x. Okay, tan pi minus x equal to negative tan x. So what is negative tan pi by 6? It is tan pi minus pi by 6. Tan pi minus pi by 6 is tan 5 pi by 6. Cross multiplication, you can see that pi minus pi by 6 gives 5 pi by 6. So tan x equal to tan 5 pi by 6. So equation, trigonometry equation in the form tan x equal to tan 5 pi by 6. Then the general solution is obtained by x equal to n pi plus y. Right? Here y equal to 5 pi by 6. So replace x equal to n pi plus 5 pi by 6. So this is our general solution. Listen children, our question is to find principal solution. So first we found that what are the general solution of the equation. Now from this general solution we can easily find principal solution. How? Putting n equal to integers. Okay, n is a integer. So put n equal to 0. What is x? X equal to 0 plus 5 pi by 6. It is 5 pi by 6. If n equal to 1, what is x? X equal to 1 into pi, that is pi plus 5 pi by 6. Okay, pi plus 5 pi by 6. This gives 6 pi plus 5 pi by 6. 6 pi plus 5 pi is 11 pi by 6. X equal to 11 pi by 6. Put n equal to 2. Therefore, x becomes 2 pi plus 5 pi by 6. This gives 12 pi plus 5 pi. 12 pi plus 5 pi, 17 pi by 6. So listen children, n equal to 0 we got x equal to 5 pi by 6. N equal to 1, x equals 11 pi by 6. Here pi by 6 means 30 degree. So 5 into 30, 150 degree. 11 into 30, 330 degree. 17 into 30, it is 510 degree. Listen, our principal solutions are always lies between 0 and 2 pi, including 0, excluding 2 pi. That is 0 less than or equal to x less than 360. Okay, 2 pi means 360. So when n equal to 2, we got the principal solution x as 510 degree. It exceeds 360, so we cannot take this value when n equal to 3. Therefore, n equal to 3, n equal to 4, n equal to 5 and so on we cannot accept. Okay, n equal to 0, 150, n equal to 1, 330. Both the values lies in this interval. So we can select these two as principal solution. Now what about negative integers? If we put n equal to negative 1, then what is x? X equal to negative pi plus 5 pi by 6. This gives negative 6 pi plus 5 pi by 6. This gives negative pi by 6. So it is a negative value. Listen, in this interval there is no negative solution, negative x values. So we cannot consider negative integers. So the only principal solutions are 5 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. Okay students. So cot x equal to negative root 3. We can find what general solution firstly. Then put n equal to values and check whether the values or the measurements are lies in the interval. Okay. So from this interval we can easily select which values are acceptable for principal solution. Listen children, this is one of the method. There is another method to find principal solution without finding general solution. Let's watch. Let's see. We have cot x equal to negative root 3. So tan x gives negative 1 by root 3. Negative 1 by root 3 means negative tan pi by 6. Okay. And this is tan pi minus pi by 6, which gives tan 5 pi by 6. So tan x equal to tan 5 pi by 6. Now listen children, in the given question tan or cot is a negative number. So tan and cot are negative in second quadrant and in fourth quadrant. Okay. So second quadrant means all the angles less than pi or pi minus x. Pi minus x values are lies in between quadrant 2 and 360 minus pi or 360 minus x. That is 2 pi minus x values are lies in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. So tan ratio is negative means the only values of x lies in second quadrant and the third quadrant. So listen, from here neglect this negative sign. So tan x equal to negative 1 by root 3 means tan x is tan pi by 6 without consider their sign. Now tan lies in second quadrant means we can convert this pi by 6 as tan pi minus pi by 6. What is tan pi minus pi by 6? It is tan 5 pi by 6. So one of the principal solution is 5 pi by 6. Now listen, tan is negative in the fourth quadrant. So let's start. Tan x equal to 1 by root 3 or tan x equal to tan pi by 6. Fourth quadrant means tan 2 pi minus x, that is 2 pi minus pi by 6. 2 pi minus pi by 6 means tan 12 pi minus pi by 6. 12 pi minus pi is 11 pi by 6. So next principal solution is 11 pi by 6. Okay. Without consider or without finding general solution, using the concept of quadrant, we can easily find the principal solution. So it is up to you which method you are opting. It's up to you, no problem. If you are using general solution, you have to find or you have to put n equal to integers. Otherwise you should know about the quadrants and in which quadrant trigonometric ratios are negative as well as positive. Okay. See listen, in the first quadrant all the angles are pi by 2 minus x form, and in the third quadrant it is 3 pi by 2, that is 270 degree. 3 pi by 2 minus x form. So by heart all these ideas to find the principal solution of any given trigonometric equation. Okay students.